Bluey's family was meant to be bigger. There was a baby girl, but something went wrong. To understand how the show reveals loss and how it quietly introduced Bella, the daughter who didn't make it to this world, we need to look back at the first time it showed heartbreak. The loss of their unborn brother, Bruno. Yes, before Bluey, before Bingo, there was Bruno. A baby who never made it into the world, but whose story quietly found a place in the show. Joe Brum, the creator of Bluey, confirmed it. In one special episode, the girls put on a play for Mother's Day. It was sweet, until the story moved through Mom and Dad's memories, from how they met to when they got married. And then, Mom became pregnant. But as the balloon, meant to show the baby, suddenly popped, everything changed. Mom's face fell, and Dad reached out to hold her hand. And that one small moment said everything. That's when fans understood. This wasn't just pretend. The show was gently telling us that Mom had lost her first baby. That baby is now called Bruno. Because even if he never had a voice, he still mattered. Bruno's story touched people. Thousands of fans left comments, sharing their own losses. For many, Bruno was more than just a character. He became a space, a quiet, healing space, for families who had been through the same thing. But just when we thought the story ended there, something else started to take shape. A few soft clues, a hidden nursery, and the possibility of another baby, one we might have missed. As fans watched closely, something else started to stand out. Small clues hidden in plain sight. It didn't take long for people to wonder, was there another loss? One that happened after Bingo? The idea started to spread. Fans believed that Mom and Dad had lost a baby girl to be exact. A little sister Bluey and Bingo never got to meet. But the show, as it always does, was quietly honoring her memory. It's in the details. The nursery room, still set up and ready, even though Bingo is already 5 years old. Why would that room still be there if the baby wasn't coming? Why would it still look like it was waiting for someone? Yes, the episode The Bedroom aired quietly, but it carried an emotional weight that many didn't fully grasp at first. Bluey is 7, Bingo is 5, old enough that a nursery should be a thing of the past. Yet, there it was, a fully decorated baby room, untouched. Mom walks in and everything feels still. She stops at the crib, staring at it, her face filled with sorrow. Then, with a voice full of pain, she says,
I guess it's not the room. It's who's been in it. Oh.
In that moment, we know something is missing. It's not just the room that hurts her. It's the memory of what could have been. Bluey, ever so compassionate, gently reaches for her hand. The gesture is a mirror of what we saw in the episode with Bruno. Back then, it was Dad holding Mom's hand after the loss. Now, it's Bluey is offering comfort in the same way. The scene is subtle, but powerful. There's no explanation, no words that say it outright. But the look on Mom's face and the soft moment between her and Bluey tell us everything. This wasn't just about a room, it was about a loss. One that's felt deeply, even though it was never spoken aloud. We've come to call her Bella, a name that feels right for this unseen baby sister. The show doesn't tell us much. Every clue seems to speak her name, and that line carries more weight than anyone might expect. In that simple sentence, so much is left unsaid, but it's enough to make us wonder. Could Bella have been here, even if only for a short time? Maybe she was unborn like Bruno, lost before she had the chance to meet Bluey and Bingo. Maybe she was born only to leave this world far too soon. Because why would a nursery stay set up, perfectly decorated all these years if it wasn't waiting for someone? If Bella hadn't been a part of the family, wouldn't the room have been cleared away by now? The show doesn't give us all the answers, but it doesn't have to. That one line from Mom tells us all we need to know. The space was meant for a child who never came home. The loss may not be spoken aloud, but it's felt in every corner of that room, in every pause Mom takes, and in the unspoken understanding between her and Bluey. And then, in the following episode, Rain, there's a powerful moment that can easily be missed. Mom stands with Bluey under a rainbow, a symbol widely recognized as representing a rainbow baby, a child born after a loss. It's a beautiful, hopeful image. But if you look closely, you'll notice something surprising. There are not one, but 2 rainbows. Could this subtle detail be hinting at 2 losses and 2 babies born afterward? Bluey and Bingo? Bluey's creators have always been skilled at using quiet symbolism, and this moment feels deliberate. Two rainbows could signify not just the joy of Bluey and Bingo, but also the pain of two lost siblings, Bruno and Bella. It's a small detail, but it fits into the bigger picture. The rainbows don't just represent new life, they also reflect the lives that were never meant to be. In the quietest of ways, the show honors those lost babies, acknowledging that while life moves forward, the memory of what was lost is always there, just beneath the surface. And it's quite a possibility, considering Chili's infertility issues. In the episode Onesies, we meet Mom's sister, Brandy, who shares her struggles with fertility. Her journey is difficult and emotional, and it brings to light something important. Fertility issues can be genetic. This small detail about Brandy hints at something much bigger. If fertility struggles run in the family, it's possible that Mom quietly faced her own challenges on the road to building her family. She may have silently fought a battle that never made it into the spotlight, one that many families face but don't always talk about. This context makes the case for Bella even stronger. If Mom was dealing with these struggles, it's not hard to imagine that the loss of a baby girl might have been part of that story. Bella's existence, while never fully shown, feels even more real in light of this. It paints a picture of Mom's strength, a strength that helped her through the pain, allowing her to move forward while still holding on to the memory of what was lost. The clues are there, hidden in the layers of the show, and together they tell a story of love, loss, and the quiet strength that comes from surviving it all. Let's be honest, the real reason we're making this video is because of you. Over time, we've seen so many of you share your personal stories of loss in the comments. Whether you've lost a child, experienced a miscarriage, or just needed to talk about something difficult, the support and understanding from this community have been powerful. By honoring Bella, we're not just acknowledging her in the world of Bluey, we're creating a space for others to remember, to heal, and to feel heard. Knowing that others have gone through similar experiences can bring comfort in ways words alone cannot. This video is for you, to keep the conversation going, to keep that space open, and to honor the lives, both seen and unseen, that we carry with us. Bella's story may be small in the Bluey universe. In the hearts of many, it represents something much bigger. A reminder that we are not alone in our losses and that it's okay to remember and honor those who came before. Besides, kids lose siblings too, even if they never had the chance to meet them. They may not fully understand what's happening, but they still feel the absence. Bluey and Bingo show us exactly how children process this kind of loss, even without the words to explain it. Throughout the show, we see Bluey and Bingo quietly care for their mom in moments of sorrow. Just by holding her hand, just by being there when she needs them, they offer a kind of silent strength. It's not loud or dramatic, but it's there, in the little gestures and the unspoken connection. This quiet strength is something we can all learn from. It doesn't take grand speeches or huge displays of emotion to show someone you care. Sometimes it's as simple as being present and offering a comforting touch. Bluey and Bingo remind us that strength isn't always about saying the right thing. It's about being there when it matters most. And that's something everyone, no matter their age, can understand. Also, naming someone gives them an identity. It's a way of acknowledging their existence and honoring their memory. When Bruno was given a name, it brought a sense of closure for many who related to the loss. It allowed viewers to hold on to something tangible, even if Bruno was never physically shown on screen. Bella, too, is named for a reason. Even though she's never seen, naming her allows us to honor her story and the story of every child who never got the chance to grow up. Bella's name carries the weight of all the babies who came before and all the families who carry that quiet grief. And while Bluey never explicitly says her name, we know she's there, because sometimes the most powerful stories are the ones that don't need to be spoken aloud. They're the ones we feel deep in our hearts. Bella's story is one of those, and it will live on in the hearts of those who understand. This might all be a theory, but the emotion behind it is very real. The writers of Bluey aren't afraid to tackle tough topics like loss, and they trust their audience, kids included, to feel those deep emotions. This show has done something rare. It's created space for conversations many other shows shy away from. By sharing these stories, Bluey has helped thousands of families talk about loss and healing. It's given viewers the opportunity to connect over experiences that are often hard to express. It's not just about Bella or Bruno. It's about every little one we've lost, every tiny heart that left too soon, and the way we carry them with us. This story matters because it shows us that grief doesn't need to be hidden. It can be shared, and it reminds us that even though we may not always have the right words, we can find comfort in remembering, honoring, and being there for each other. Bluey isn't just telling stories. It's teaching us how to handle some of life's hardest truths. If you've lost someone, you're not alone. If you haven't but want to understand, you're welcome here too. This space is for everyone. Keep the memory alive. Keep the love alive. Whether they were here for a moment or never got the chance, their story matters. Just like Bruno's, just like Bella's. Remember, love doesn't have to be big to be meaningful. Sometimes it's the quietest things, the memories, the names, the small gestures that carry the most weight. We all have stories worth honoring, and those stories stay with us, always.